Hello everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We have another Pauper video for you today. We are playing Mono Red Rally. I played this before, I'm really keen to play it again. We're playing a full league, which is fantastic. This deck is a little bit different to the normal Mono Red Rally list. I saw this in a 5.0 deck dump, and what I've kind of noticed is instead of running the full playset of the synthesizers, this little cheeky one folded in there. This is End of Festivities as a one-off in the main deck. So it's definitely a meta call, but I'm liking it. Those two wolves are hungry. And dinner's coming, don't you worry, boys. Dinner is coming. Besides that, it's a very just stock list outside of that. It's running the 18 lands. I talk about it in my wrap-up anyway. Spoiler alert, I did fairly well in this league. Great Furnace is good, obviously, with all the Goblin Tomb Raiders and Galvanic Blasts and just the rest of the mountains. I think I might want to run an extra one, though. We'll have to see. Anyway, Bushwhackers is the classic card that just pushes this deck over the edge. Gal Blast is the ultimate reach spell, and yeah, a couple synths. This deck's actually running 4 Rends Resolve in the main deck. Sometimes these are pushed to the sideboard for those different matchups where you want a bit more of the grind, a bit more staying power in that mid game. So it is kind of nice they just going like 1-drop Epicure or Tomb Raider or Percussionist into like Burning Tree Emissary, and sometimes just playing the Rends Resolve to then set up a bigger turn next. You know, you could Rends Resolve into a Goblin Bushwhacker, because at the end of the day, that is like the best way you're winning this game. Like if you're doing that, and then turn 3 you play your 3rd mountain, and then play another 1-drop, and then kick of the Bushwhacker, you get the similar style from the rally at the Hornberg anyway. So that's kind of like food for thought. It is running 2 little Chain Lightnings because it's got more of that reach. This list doesn't run any Fire Blasts, which I don't mind, because yeah, it's just this land's running. We're running 18 lands. I don't want to go too crazy. Sideboard, I was really keen to try this as well. Raze is huge. I forgot this card existed. I'd probably put this in my Goblin deck if I could. It just destroys a land, and sometimes when you want it, you don't really care about your mountain. So the fact that you can get a key card like Basilisk Gate, or if Familiars are playing something like an Azorius Chantry and you just destroy the land, then they're really far behind, and it sometimes is hard to get back into the game. And some of those decks as well, they want to get to 2 to 3 lands to actually really get the value going, especially if they want to Alone Revealed and Squadron Hawk or Brainstorm. They need the mana to do that, you know. Besides that, we got the split of the Pyroblast and the red Elemental Blast. 4's fine. We can swap them out for whatever we need to, depending on the matchup. We have that other End of Festivities, and I guess what I haven't seen anyway before is they're running Smash to Smithereens instead of like Cast into the Fire. I'm more keen on Cast into the Fire, but I'm also keen to see how Smash to Smithereens works, especially in this affinity world with Utron Monitor. 2 Searing Blazes, which are nice, and just, yeah, 3 relics for a bit of those graveyard shenanigans. So anyway, this is the deck. If you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel a fair bit. Use my code word SiegeRyan to get a little bit of money off when you go through Banner Traders in their subscription service. That's how I play all these decks and have fun every week. And I'll have other ways to support me down below, such as my coffee and memberships. Anyway, let's get into it, and I'll see you in the first one. Right, everyone, we are on the play, which is good. Let's look at these pearly whites, eh? Let's get a good one. We're a little bit constricted with just the 1 mountain. I mean, we could realistically hit a mountain with the synthesizer. We're on the draw, though. I think we're quite happy to take 1 mulligan. This is better. So we'll put away a mountain. We've got our 3 artifacts here, which is good. So we'll keep this. They are keeping 7, which is good for them. Put away mountain. And we'll just start with an Epicure. And then, I mean, likely... yeah, we'll just start. We'll go Furnace Epicure. This Gal Blast, we want to get the most out of it, essentially. So, hopefully we... oh, are we playing the mirror match? Maybe. Or we're playing against Affinity. So, all right, now we're just going to play just double Percussionist and get in. Sideboarding, we're running... if we're playing the same deck, we do have 1 main deck and the Festivities, which is fantastic for us. But as far as players go, this is pretty good. And I think I just have to double check quickly. Yeah, we're running Smash. Okay, we're playing against Cycle Storm. So, I mean, as far as matchups go, this is probably... I mean, they can go off. We just have to try and beat them. So Bushwhacker is probably our best draw. I think we're going to play this Rends Resolve to try and get a Bushwhacker. And then obviously we're going to just cut End of Festivities. All right. Potentially they look like they're going off here. Which they don't need to yet, you know, but that's okay. It's tempting to bring in the Smashes, but they don't run that many. Okay, they haven't found another land, so that's good for us. I'm actually still going to play this Ren's Resolve. A mountain would be good. I mean, that's still a pretty good next turn anyway. So we'll attack with everything. And then next turn we can attack for 5. And then, I mean, if you draw a mountain, it's lethal because we do double Gale Blast. I mean, it is lethal anyway with the double Gale Blast. So I think we will even probably have to discard. They must, I don't even know what's in their hand. They must just have the enablers in their hand and they need more cycles. Big grim for them. Anyway, if we attack for 3, then we can play Gale Blast, which is 4, 8, 11. Yeah, so we'll attack. Yeah, Gale Blast. That's why we kept this kind of hand where we had the extra stuff. Gale Blast again. And let's just look at their sideboard quickly. Alright, sideboard time. So Drowned Healer is a little bit annoying. On that gains life whenever you cycle a card, and they can just play that as well. We want to keep our bolts in. Celebrant Duress, Siege Smashers don't do a lot. Very Macabre. Don't really have much sideboard wise. I think we just bring in the relics because that's pretty cracked against them. We'll cut End the Festivities. It's not very good. Their lands is essentially 4 Vault of Whispers, 4. Yeah, they're on 4 Great Furnace, 4 Vault of Whispers, and the Lotus Petal. So we could very well bring in the Smashes. I think we don't need that. We don't want the Ren's Resolves. We can cut those. We want to go fast. I actually am not sure if we want to bring in the Smash Smithereens. Searing Blades, I don't think we really want. Maybe we just try 2 out. I want all our burn spells, but I feel like playing a Smash on their land actually really does make them suffer. Like if they play a Vault or the Whispers and they need it for the Dark Ritual, I think this is good. Besides that, they use like the bargaining with the Rowan's Grim Search anyway, so they need to do artifact land. So I think running 2 Smashes is good. I don't want more than that, I don't think. This is a little bit slow, this hand, but I think it's still serviceable because we've got the Relic with a sideboard card. So we will keep it. It's just a smidge slower. We could potentially, you know, let this be, but that's pretty good. So we'll play this, play Tomb Raider. We'll hold off on the Bushwhacker straight up. Hopefully they just play the cycling one that gains life, and then we can Gale Blast it, play Relic. Otherwise, I think we kind of just want to chill with Relic up. It's kind of hard for them to beat Relic. They need basically 2 like Songs of the Damned, essentially. You can see what I mean if we draw a Smash here, because we just hit their 1 land and that's that. Alright, so let's attack for 2. Because we have so many mountains, I feel like we can kind of just progress where we're like. We can Relic and then just keep a land up. We're not going to be doing any Gale Blast just yet. I think even I might just kick the Bushwhacker next turn, just get an extra 2 damage in. Increase the clock. Oh, I love this card so much. Such a classic insect, you know? Bring this down a little bit so you can see it. It's pretty rough. I don't think their hand's really working out for them, but this is just what Cycle Storm is. You keep a land and then I think, oh, we didn't draw anything else. Do we do anything specific, or yeah, clean up, discard something? Yeah, so we've got an Epicure. So, I mean, we could Bushwhack, but again, I think we can just chill for a little bit. We just play the Blood and then we can just Gale Blast end step and just hold up the cycle. Maybe just Chain Lightning. Let's just attack first. Play Epicure. I just want to keep both up. I kind of want the Gale Blast open just in case if we draw... if we draw... Well, if they draw the Dranith and they play it, I just want to be able to get rid of it straight off. And Chain Lightning's a sorcery, so it's looking not too bad. So if we just do the maths, so we can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, and then we should be able to finish them off. Okay, so Dark Ritualing. That's fine. I think they essentially need to have 2 Songs of the Dam, so I'm still going to exile this relic when it's important. It's hard to kind of go off on 2 Songs of the Damned, and we do have lethal in our hand, which is always nice. Might even bargain the Vault, I guess, here. What they're looking at. 4 mana. Okay, they're trying to heal it in their hand. Okay. Cycle it through. I mean, if they don't do anything specific, then we can just cook them with the Scalp Blast, so... If they do that 3 more times, it's not looking good for them. Maybe we should have Chain Lightning them. Maybe we should have. Here's a lot of mana. I think thresholds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cards with bargain. It's more they just have 2 Songs of the Damned. Just can be the issue. But they're on 7, so I will still... I'm still going to Relic. Yeah, they can Dark Ritual. I can respond to that if I want to, because Songs of the Damned is 1 mana anyway, which makes all the mana. And then Reaping the Graves is where they get, is the problem. So if they get less mana here, that's fine. It's more... They play the one that they get all the creatures back. It's probably not... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good, really. Yeah, they just have Oodle's amount. Because I think the Reaping the Grave is an instant. So yeah, this is where we have to cycle this. And then they have to use another one in response, which they could very well have. They didn't. Okay, there we go. Well, let's play another one. We are on the draw this time. This hand is obviously not keepable, so we will put it away. This hand's better. We're actually going to keep and then bottom one of these mountains. The fact that we have the Wren's Resolve, so we can go Tomb Raider, which is obviously not an artifact, which kind of sucks. But still, we got to do what we got to do, you know? So maybe playing against Jund. And this is a pretty good hand now. So we can go Tomb Raider. I know it's a 1-2, but we can go Burning Tree into Rally. And if we draw anything like a, you know, like a... Ooh, getting a mountain, you say. If we get anything fun, like a Bushwhacker, we're in a good place. Okay. So I'm playing against like just the Jund Affinity. So this is good. This is good. So let's play this. We'll play Rally, and then we'll Bushwhacker next turn. Back with all. As far as things go, this is the thing that you want. So be curious what they play. They're not playing Crystals here because they went tap land. Hopefully it's just a cleansing. All right, Lembis. Okay. Wrathing Chrysalis is very good here, but I'm kind of hoping that once we get this Bushwhacker to hit, yeah, they can go Refurbish Familiar. It's tempting of what to get rid of here. If we do go, I think it's the Gale Blast because we just don't have any artifacts. And the Wren's Resolve might allow us to punch through extra stuff. Oh, so close. If we play the Rally first, it's greedy. I think we just still play this out, to be honest, because if we get a Chrysalis, it's not fun for us. Get in. I assume they're just going to block the Bushwhacker. Yeah, for 7, they drop to 9. Blocking. Oh no, so that makes way more sense. With 10. And then I think we still play the Wren's Resolve next turn, because if we get a Burning Tree Emissary off the top, then we go Burning Tree Rally. Okay, no Chrysalis, which is good for us. So honestly, I'm even tempted if they do play another Refurbished Familiar here. I mean, they could just play Crackland Shaman. Oh, they're cracking the Lembis to gain life. Okay. Percussionist. I'm more open to play this Wren's Resolve now. Okay, Nuth. I mean, those cards are good, don't get me wrong. We need another mountain though. We'll attack for 3. And unless we draw a mountain, I mean, we're likely... A Great Furnace will be a better draw, but... What's this? Another Familiar, looks like. If that's the case, I think we even ditch the Rally, to be honest. It's only good if we hit a Burning Tree. I can do that, that's fine with me. Or if they go Untapped Land Chrysalis, then I cry a little bit. Okay, they're really just warming up here. So my options are kind of didn't know him to play that Rend Resolve, to be honest. And just going Clockwork Percussionist, Goblin Tomb Raider. I think that's kind of better. Got plenty of cards in hand, we just need to get the job done, really. Just get in for all this damage. And if we draw a mountain, then at least we can go Percussionist Rally. Is this... Oh, just not a Fanatic. So even like now we can play Rally next turn. If we draw a mountain, Rally, Percussionist is very good. The issue is if they play a Crackland Shaman. Which they would have played last turn, so it's either they draw it here, or we're cooked. Yeah, it looks like they're looking for one or the other here. Let's we can F6 through this all. Lembas is good, but again, they're getting out of the Chrysalis territory. They're bottomed. Okay, so they still haven't found it yet. Is this just enough? They don't normally run main deck Breath Weapon. I'm more inclined if they bolt, it's 3. So I think we just play, I want to keep that around. At least you can kind of get something back with these Percussionists. I think we play the Percussionists and then attack with everything. Man, these drums are coming in, boy. Please tell me you don't have a... Oh, that's fine, you can Gale Blast that. But it's still lethal. Oh, you can crack the Lembas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to 1. Okay. Still alive. They still got another draw, eh? I wonder what's in their hand. But now, like, we just draw a bolt and we're golden. And if they get rid of our 3 Percussionists, we get 3 more draws off the top, so... what's this? They finally have the Shaman. No, they're still looking for the redraws. I mean, this is sometimes what it does. If they had a Chrysalis on turn 4, we probably would have been cooked, to be honest. But alas, here we are. You can take my last card. There we go. Okay, so just that for extra information. So, sideboard wise, I mean, End of Festivities comes out. Chain Lightning's not as good. I kind of don't mind the Smash to Smithereens, but it's also kind of not good either. Raze isn't good. We honestly don't have anything that's good, really. We are running the main deck Rends Resolve, though, and the Synthesizers. I mean, we could run a Smash, got the Chain Lightnings, and run some Smashes to at least hit, like to target. First of all, it hits lands, which I'm kind of fine with, but then it also hits mainly I want Boulder Whispers and stuff, but I guess it does hit like Lembuses and whatnot if they do play it. This hand's fine. It's not the best hand, but I think we keep it because we have Synth in it. And again, if we draw a Burning Tree, Goblin Bushwhacker, still pretty good. Like the fact that we can go Epicure into Rally and then play Synthesizer on 3 and potentially do something extra fun, that's good. I'm happy with that. On the play makes things a lot harder though. So we can see in a second if Smash Smithereens is going to be good or not. I hope it's going to be good. No, it's not going to be good now. I'm not playing it onto that. Right, we're just going to Rally here. Uses our mana the best, and then we'll still play Synth. We have to be mindful of Breath Weapon now, which is going to be a problem child. They're indestructible. Right, we just smashed it. I think what we'll do is we Synthesizer. Pass into the fire is normally what people are running. Let's just play Synth first, because we might hit a land. No. But we'll play Great Furnace now. We will play this Rally. And hopefully with this and the extended burn in our hand, we can get it done. Chrysalis makes me a lot sadder. Play Chrysalis, at least we can smash the... They can't play it now. They can have Breath Weapon though, so... I think we still go Percussionist and attack with everything. I smell, if they haven't done anything else though, I definitely do smell a Breath Weapon coming our way. Yeah, this is Breath Weapon. That's why we played the Percussionist there, because it doesn't really matter too much. At least you can get an exile. We'll play that land. I'm going to play this, and then I'll use the smash. Just on this Lembas so they don't gain life. And then I guess we'll blood token this mountain away to try and hit something else. It does cut us off Metalcraft though. Maybe it's correct to Galv Blast first. They are on 8. I think that's what we probably have to look at. Let's just Galv Blast their face. We need to build up quite an army to get this last bit of damage in. Well, now that doesn't matter, but we will still... Maybe we hold on to the Galv Blast. Because we can actually respond to a sack from the token. Let's just wait. Play Percussionist. We'll sit back. I think they might sacrifice a spawn on their turn. If they play Refurbish, we're going upstairs though. 100%. Playing an Infiltrator, okay. I think our out here is just Galv Blasting them twice, to be honest. A little bit of wiggle room. Less than the Galv there, yeah. And just try and hit another Galv Blast, I think. Okay. Let's pass the turn and likely just bolt them, and then we can Synthesizer. I kind of want them to feel like they're doing okay. Well, there's the Voltal Whispers that I wanted to see earlier. Yeah, Crackland Shaman, okay. Yeah. I'm 100% putting this Percussionist in front of something, because if we just get literally a bolt, we're gravy. That happens. They got 2 more sacks. So I think we even just double block this Infiltrator. Or they might just want to fire off, sacrifice like the Wellspring or something like that. They're just making them huge. Can they cook us here? They might be able to cook us here. Get a burn spell, then that's fine. But I think they can do... They have to be 9, so they have to sacrifice 3 more lands. They must have a bolt in their hand, I guess. Well, there it is. So we have lethal now. I'll just cast this, because we have enough artifacts. Well, there we go. Oh, we were going to mega win anyway. So I'm glad I didn't cut the synth there, because we wouldn't... I mean, we would have won with the Galv Blast, but like if they had something from one of our artifacts, would have cooked us there. We've been a bit unlucky with our opening 7s, but we'll have to mull this again. This hand's good. We'll start with the Percussionist though. I'm thinking about even just bottoming the synth. I guess we get more out of it. You know what? No, let's get rid of the synth, because at least we can play stuff off of the Ren's Resolve. We have the artifact through the Percussionist anyway. Maybe it could have been the Galv Blast. Probably thinking about it now, I probably should have gotten rid of the Rens and kept the other one. We just play Percussionist. Pass. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what this deck's called. I've played against it before. It's like a token thing. I don't know if it's like a mill deck. Oh, when this connives, it's cooked. Yes, mono blue something. Please don't become a 1/3. 1/4. Please don't become a 1/4. It's kind of better to make that a 1/4 because it just crushes me. If not, then we can just play Percussionist, Tomb Raider. All right, that aside to pick something up. Okay, Double Gale Blast is kind of nice. So we're going to go Percussionist, play a Tomb Raider, and just attack and get in for at least 1 damage, which is not the end of the world. We need to get this pain train started. I'm definitely bringing in Red Blast. 100 GP. Oh, it's going to be an uphill battle. I wouldn't mind a Bushwhacker. Even then, Bushwhacker's not that good. We just get a little bit of extra damage in. Please don't play another artifact. Please, God. Ancient Furnace isn't too bad of a draw. I wouldn't mind that. Burning Tree. We're not going to do anything crazy. Let's just attack first, get in for 1. And then we'll play this Burning Tree and see what they do. Yep, in for 1. Now we've got them at parity. They're officially at 20. I can smell a counter spell here. Yep, there we go. The Red Resolve is more important though, so. Look at our brick walls. They're going to be able to facilitate their game plan very easily here. It feels very slow going their deck, just like a mono blue control deck, I guess. Right, they have. Now, if they don't take anything, it's kind of worth it to take something though. Then we can't attack with anything. You can hit me with a bog. Assuming they're not playing black, it's just like a an extra utility land because they're mono blue. Alright, we're still playing a Ren's Resolve first. Let's try and get a mount. Well, to try and get a mountain, we will get a mountain. So we'll play Epicure. There's not much we can do against that, so we're just going to pass. I'm actually even tempted just to Gale Blast 2 creatures away so we can start getting in with these, to be honest, because I think it's going to be a bad time otherwise. Things I don't want to see right now. Murmuring Mystic is probably top of the list. Please don't. Not like this. No. No. Alright, we're going to attack because we're going to Gale Blast that. And they don't have too much else. We're going to land, play a Percussionist. Let's just get in. And yeah, we're going to Gale Blast that Mystic. Okay, and yep, and they take 1 again. It's fine with me. Let's Gale Blast this. They would have brainstormed, I think, in response anyway. Alright, it's off the battlefield. I think we just keep this Gale Blast in our hand in case they have another one. It's not the end of the world that we're not getting rid of one of these other creatures in play, but it's really slowing me down here. We might not really be able to do much. I wish we didn't have to mulligan and we had that synth, so we can get a bit more brute force in play. Okay, probably getting back a counter spell, I guess. Not too much else I'll probably be jumping up and down for. The question is, I think we just kind of Gale Blast this now because it's a 1/2, and then if they have something to flicker it, like a Ghostly, when they have 3 mana, then we're pretty cooked. I mean, yeah, I assume they're going to counter this. I think if they... I think we're just going to... I'm so sorry, we're going to concede this. There's no way we can just get through 3 creatures that are 0/3s. We need some action, you know? So let's bring in these Pyroblasts. Red Blasts are the same thing. Smash just don't do anything. We could bring in the Searing Blazes actually just to get through that extra damage. Things that I don't want is just end the festivities. Chain Lightnings are one of the first ones to go. I just want the Searing Blazes because they're obviously running a lot more shenanigans. Epicures. Gale Blasts are pretty important. Searing Blazes. What's not good for us? I just want it all. Maybe because we're bringing the Pyroblast, we're cutting the bolts. Because the Searing Blazes are just crowd control, but still delivering the pain train. And we've got the Gale Blast as well. I think we can go wide enough if we're lucky. We just have to, you know, do it properly. Do it properly. Yoof. Mulligan this. Oh. I really don't feel like we can go to 5, but this hand is so bad. It goes absolutely nuts though if we draw land. Mate, I think we keep, this sounds crazy, but I think we keep play Mountain, play Tomb Raider, and then just pray we draw a Mountain, I think, is just the key here. I can't imagine winning this game going to 5, because they play all those damn O3s. Okay, Synth. I could run out a Synth. You know, I think we do it because it probably gets Spell Pierced anyway. Or Blue Blast, which I'm fine with. They're very quick to choose something there. As far as things go, like, that's why I kind of played it as well. It's like, worst case scenario, you know, it doesn't do much else. And we play it on main phase 1 because then if... Whoa, did they... Okay, I was going to say, did they miss? All right, now they got Counterspell. Attack for 1. We just keep up Pyro, I guess. If we draw a Mountain, we're in Flavor Country. Emissary into Rally into Ren's Resolve is very good. And plus Bushwhacker, sorry, is very good. We'll let them have the inventory. I think we just want to hit blockers with this Pyroblast. Unable to Scream. That's fine. It can't untap? It can, okay. Right, we'll just play a Percussionist, I guess. This might get counted as well anyway. Maybe I was meant to go to 5. I just didn't feel like that was a game that we were going to win. You know what I mean? Not a game we were going to win. I still don't have a Counterspell. Good card. Oh, into a Counterspell, brutal. Another Rally. We just pass. And I think, like, we could potentially just... Now, we've got to keep this Pyro for Remembering Mystic. I mean, they should really not even play Remembering Mystic until they can counterspell whatever we try and do to deal with it. I think we're too cooked now. Unlucky. It's a bit of a non-game, this one. I guess we should have gone to 5. 19 lands is actually a fair bit, though, to... you know, sometimes just with a shuffler, if you're 11 cards in, we're bottom 1, so we're 12 cards deep. Yeah, look, we'll just try and counter... We actually don't... No, they get Blue Blast, so yeah, we do counter that, sorry. So at least then, if we draw anything... we draw a Mountain... They counterspell this, they play the Archaeomancer, they get back the Blue Blast. Okay, they're just letting that happen. I was going to say otherwise we just go Emissary into Rally. Well, let's play the Synth. I don't think this is going to resolve though. Yep. I mean, they've got 3 cards in hand. Blood beats screw though, I'm pretty sure. So they draw 2 cards here. Yeah, we just took a gamble in this game. We could probably just concede and move on with our lives, but I feel like if they go land Mystic, like it's not the end of the world. I know they've got 4 cards, but alright, deck. There we go. Come on, Wing. Let's play this. We're expecting a counterspell, but we have so much meat and cheese, you know? So much meat and cheese. Are they kind of not doing anything still? I think they just have mono counter spells. They can keep playing their lands. Got 3 cards left. Alright, we are going to play Ren's Resolve because I want to hit our mountains here. You can counterspell that. Fine. Pass the turn. Can't do anything. You got 2 cards, but what's their win con here? What is their win con? They're kind of getting flooded. Yeah, wow, they're using an Echoing Truth now to try and get something else cranking on. They got 1 card left. Gosh, if we could Searing Blaze that now. Island. They don't do anything. But they got Abjure, which is sorcery. Right. Can we just let them eat one, to be honest? They can Abjure that. We got 2 of them. Are they using a counterspell for that? No, we know they have an Abjure left. Okay. Well, this actually kind of... We're turning it around. Okay, that Relic's very good for them here, but I do feel like we're turning it around. If we draw a mountain, then we can Searing Blaze that, then we can start getting in. Like. Oh. Abjure is the sorcery, isn't it? Oh, sacrifice a blue permanent. Okay. Well, let's still just... They might want to use it for the... I thought that was the sorceries one, but now they can sacrifice cards and really draw a card, sacrifice, blah, blah, blah. Very good, very good. Still just 1 card left though. They've been flooded. It's really 2 ends of the blade here. I'm sorry, this isn't riveting Magic the Gathering. 1 unknown. Okay. Alright. Come on, mate. Let this resolve. Please, please let this resolve. Okay. Alright, so we can play Rally now. Let's get in. Not the Goblin Tomb Raider, but everything else. Not you. All right, we're on the board now. We're on the board. They had so much permission in their deck. Wow, they really went for like a mismatch of islands. All right, they draw a card. That's pretty good. It's still an island, so I think they don't have any, unless they have another land. Percussionist. I think I want to play the Percussionist, and then I'm going to bolt this Archaeologist. And then we're going to get him. See if they have an Echoing Truth or something. It looks like that. 3 mana. What is that? Oh, Ghostly Flicker. Fair enough. Okay. At least we used it on this. In Carnivals, that must still get like a 1/4. Also, because of this, we do have maybe we should just held the bolt and just sacrifice not getting 1 extra damage in. They choose Blue Blast, so let's just attack with everything. They've gone through like more than half their deck. I actually don't know how they win. It's just like big punishment time or something like that. We've got a Blue Blast in their hand, and we have a Mountain's our best draw, because then we can just Searing Blaze. We can Gal Blast something, and then we can Searing Blaze the other thing, is what I want to do. We've been through almost 20 cards. All right, there's the Mountain. Okay. Let's play this. Let's Gal Blast this. I don't know what they have. We are going to attack with all the creatures, and we've got a Searing Blaze on our end step, because we kind of want to do some shenanigans. And I don't care too much about this 2 damage. Alright, they're not doing anything. Let's just 3 to them, 3 to this. They're gonna Gal Blast, they're gonna Blue Blast this probably anyway. This is the meat and the potatoes right here though, look at that. Graveyard wise, 20 cards. They've been through Blue Blast, Counterspell, only 2 counterspells, so that we could be expecting more. Blue Blast, fair enough. But that's not the scary part. The scary part's this Bushwhacker. I'm so sorry I've continued with this game, guys. Like, sorry to put you through this. What does this say? End away for each creature. Oh, that's pretty good. Unless they pay 1. Yeah, at least we got these percussionists that do stuff. It is a good card. I have been seeing that. There are people talking about it on the Pauper set. Maybe we're just holding out on that. Oh, come on, deck. Now you give me the mountains. I want the ham and cheese, mate. The ham and cheese. They haven't found any Murmuring Mystics. Ay. Been through 15 more cards than me. We're probably still going to lose this game, to be honest, but I'm having fun. Sorry if you're not having fun, but this I'm having fun here. It's good for them that we just hit these mountains, though. Alright, deck. Another mountain, eh? No point playing the Bushwhacker. Was not expecting Fade Away. Good card. Is it instant speed as well? It is sorcery. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like this deck literally wins with like by playing one Murmuring Mystic or another. Second it now. I mean, honestly, we're even getting close to just milling them out. Like, if they play a Mystic and we can just cook it. Bob's your uncle. Bob is our uncle. Look at all this interaction. This is like my nightmare. This is what I experience in my nightmare. I mean, they're mono blue control, and they're normally we're 2-0 right now, so they're probably 2-0 as well. I think Synth is our best draw, but I think now I got probably enough permission. Yeah, Blast, eh? Well, let's just play this mountain and say go. Yeah, Blast is really bad. I think the Fade Away just cooked it. They do have to win the game in 17 turns, so this looks like a miss now. Oh, Lauren revealed? Okay. 14 turns. Which I don't feel like they have a lot. It's just milling more. Oh, they milled their Murmuring Mystic. May put a non-creature on land. That's a big yoof. So they've gone with 1 Mystic. And I need to play a bunch of spells to actually get anything going. I actually genuinely think we can mill them out. Like, genuinely. I don't mind if they want to Ghostly Flicker. They must run something that shuffles in their deck. Maybe like 1 Campfire. And we're about to see their whole deck. What is going on? There's definitely like a meme deck with all the islands. Alright, let's play an Epicure. Do 1 to you. Alright. Okay, 1 blood token. Like they must have a way to honestly finish the game off. You can't keep blowing. Buster's Oracle does not exist in Pauper. You have 2 cards left in your deck. I'm so confused. I'm so sorry to put you through this, but I can't not, like, no way they can beat me in 2 turns. They've just drawn their entire deck, and they got rid of 1. They must run 2 Murmuring Mystics, and they were looking for the other Murmuring Mystic, I guess. I have to look out for that Fade Away. Holy moly. That's scary. So just literally a draw and counterspell deck. We've seen 1 Spell Pierce, an Echoing Truth. They must play all the Philagis and just return them. They could have a Campfire in their last 2. Maybe. It feels pretty dangerous though. Okay, they got 1 card left. It has to be Okay, there's the Murmuring Mystic. So they got one here and they have the other there. Yeah. All right. So they just a crap ton of permission. We could run the relics, but what am I cutting for that? I feel like the bolts were kind of crap. Bolts were kind of crap. Although they also did work, so Abjure doesn't do anything. The Smashes didn't do anything. The Razes don't do anything. The Searing Blazes didn't feel as good, but I think we still keep them in, to be honest. I think there's just like an argument to be made that you could just literally keep in all your burn spells. So if we just think about that, if we kept in this 6 with the Galv Blast, Epicures are fine, Tomb Raiders are fine, Bushwhackers are fine. And what, just cut? I kind of don't want to cut any of it though. It's all just too good. I feel it's just correct just to do this. Or we could put a relic in. It doesn't do anything with the Phalages, and it just sorts out the Archaeomance. I guess it makes... Maybe we just run one? Well, let's just run it like this. Let's see how it goes. That was a wild game. This is a good hand, so we'll just go, we'll go Clockwork, Percussionist, and then into Emissary, Tomb Raider, and then we'll just Bushwhacker this. Based on whatever they're doing. No hard evidence straight off the bat. Okay, well there's a Percussionist, so we'll play the Percussionist. And Fade Away is 3 mana, so at least the Percussionist kind of help with that. I'm more inclined for them to get rid of this, like this Burning Tree Emissary is kind of mid, so I'm happy for them to counter a Burning Tree Emissary. I'm not playing a Phalaji. This feels like a counter spell, so maybe even double spelling is better. Well, we've got that now. Let's attack. Let's attack, and then because next turn we can play a 2-drop. And then we'll play, if this resolves, then we can put a range resolve behind it. You can blue blast that. That is a-okay with me. And then on our turn, I think we even play... Was tempting what we do. Playing Phalaji, okay. I can't get the Bushwhacker down here. So I might even just go, oh, it's an 0-3. I think we still play the range resolve, and hopefully they don't have a Spell Pierce. I chose Cryden Relic. Okay. Been through one blue blast. Another Bushwhacker. Look, now I'm more inclined to go Clockwork Percussionist, Bushwhacker, and then play the resolve when we know we can resolve it, because this kind of walks into Spell Pierce territory. And these are good, because if they fade away... Did they really have another blue blast? Oh, they did. Oh, that's so mean. Again, they only have 3 cards left in their hand. As do we. But yeah, they're definitely... I'm happy we kept a 7 here. If they don't do... yeah, I think we go Tomb Raider Bushwhacker. Ooh. Let's play the Emissary and then play the Bushwhacker, I think. They didn't want to counterspell that. Okay. We could Rend Resolve. Yeah, because if we hit a mountain, we can play Goblin Tomb Raider. I have a feeling they have permission for this, though. Spell Pierce. Abjure, sacking the Cryden Relic. Okay, that makes sense. Well, let's just get him for 1, I guess. And then next... Oh, sorry, I was meant to play the Tomb Raider. My bad. We can still do it all next turn. This plays around fade away. We can keep the emissary and then sack our 2 percussionists. So frantic just to draw a card. Okay. I can't believe this is still going on, to be honest. Ooh, I think we keep the rally in the background. Let's just play this. And let's just bushwhacker. I really don't want to play the rally into some shenanigans here. Come on, bushwhacker. We've got to get a little bit lucky with their interactions. Very lucky yeah, that's the quickest counterspell I've ever seen in my life there. And hopefully, I mean, I think they only had like 1 or 2 fadeaways. So hopefully they just don't have a fadeaway. And we can just tackle 4 every turn. And that's enough, you know? Okay, that's good. Even if they go Island Fadeaway. What do they hit? Crygen Rally, Counterspell, Spell Pierce. Wouldn't mind my own little red blast of my own, you know? That would be nice. But I think we're keeping it for the Mystic though. That is going to be the problem child. Okay. I'm going to hold on to the Scout Blast because it's a way to handle the Mystic. Alright, we're getting him for 1. Scout Blast just sticking around. And we actually get the 3rd artifact from this Unable to Scream, which is funny. Alright, inventory, they're drawing an extra card here. Hard Evidence is a good card for them. We need to draw some action. A Bushwhacker would be nice. Double Galv Blast. Doesn't really cut the mustard. We could hit 2 creatures. Maybe we do that because they don't have a flicker, and then we can attack with everything again. This is a real... we could have kept this and just dropped them to 3. I think they have a Spell Pierce in their hand. I'd rather consistently get in for 2 every turn. We're so close. If I actually played the Goblin Tomb Raider on that previous turn, they'd be on 9. No, you know what? It's probably I was meant to recast it, but I guess we can still play it next turn, and then we can get in with it again. It's me just shortcutting. So 3 cards, no Mystic yet, which is good for us. Okay. Well, let's play a Percussionist. We'll play it all. We're just gonna play it all. Okay. I'm quite happy for you to use a counterspell here. I don't want to jinx us, but I'm feeling good. Is this a red blast? Is this really a red blast? A blue blast, sorry? It is. Number 3. Okay, well, let's attack with these 2 little ones. They have 1 card left. We have 0 cards. I kind of just want them to go, where I want them to go. Memory Mystic, we draw a red blast, we just destroy it, we carry on a merry way. That's what I want. Alright, they don't do anything, which makes me think they have some permission now. Alright, we'll just play the rally. Counterspell. I mean, TikTok goes this little clock of ours. Per kingdom for 1 every turn. I don't know what their last card is. It must be like an Abjure or something like that. 1, 2. Alright. It's an island. What do we draw? We'll hold on to the mountain because of Searing Blaze. Back with these 2. Block the Tomb Raider. Sorry, this isn't Riveting Magic at all, but you know, we've got to fight the good fight. Another Hard Evidence. Alright, we're back to stalemate mode. Cracking the clue. Okay. Question is, do they have another counterspell? Oh, I have to save this Pyroblast. I'm sorry. We can't use it. We have to use it on a Mystic. Mystic's like the only way they win this game, I think. And I think they've Lowering revealed. I'm going to counter that. That's too good. See if it resolves. Another blue blast. Another blue blast. We can pay for a spell pierce. Hydro blast. Apologies. Are they running 6 maybe? Okay, we weren't going to get around that anyway. Give me a Searing Blaze or something. Yeah, Bushwhack is pretty good. Again, we'll still just keep this mountain in case we draw a Blaze. Do they have another blue blast? They do? Abjure. Okay, well at least now we can attack with our 2 creatures. We're back on the clock here. We got 2 cards left. No Mystics though as of yet. It's interesting. No Mystics. They're on 7. The blue blast. Ooh, okay. I mean they're very much in the Mystic territory. I still wouldn't play a Mystic unless I can keep a counter spell up for it. 3 blue blast, 1 hydro blast, and a lone revealing again. They might generally get back into the territory of them trying to push through birds, but they got 20 cards left. Play a mountain, we'll attack, drop them to 6. Oh gosh. Riveting magic here. I mean, them playing Mystic here is like very good, which is what it looks like they're doing. All right, they finally have a Mystic. Is it 2 Mystics? What the hell is this? Right. Okay. I see. They're on 6, so I'm not feeling terrible here, but we do need to hit some stuff. And I'm expecting them to counterspell everything else. Alright, they've been through 4 blue blasts now, I think. They got a hydro blast. We essentially need to draw synth, I think, or we need to red blast this to actually get anywhere. Gaining life is good. One. Alright, let's see if the synth resolves. I'll play this through to the end because if we just get gasoline the whole time, I think we're fine. They didn't counter that. 3 cards in hand. Play this. We'll just hold off on the synth. I want to crack it next turn. And then if we get a Searing Blaze, at least we can play it. We can bolt that Bark Form Harvester with a Searing Blaze as well. So that's what I'm kind of mindful of. Yeah, they can definitely mill us out, but that's not exactly... Yeah, they can just put a crap ton of blue blasts back in Lone Revealed in. And then what, they're going to shuffle? I mean, it seems like a good deck, but like that's a little bit like tapping out. If we could bolt that is like, or if we could blast the Mystic or something, is not too bad for us. All right, what do we draw? Great Furnace. Well, let's just sack this synth first. I'm really surprised the synth actually resolved, to be honest. But we just play the synth. So they can spell pierce it, I guess. Don't. We'll play Mountain. Play the Tomb Raider. I don't know what's in their hand. But we will just pass. We can get a very decent wide board state here. They must have the fadeaway, I think. We're done playing around that though. Yeah, they're putting all the good stuff back. I'm pretty hard on that. think that I don't really know what they've drawn. A bit skeptical of it. Just play this burning tree. I mean, they're halfway through their deck and they're playing most of their lands. Crack this. The 2/2. I mean, we're attacking here. What does that look like for us? The 2/3 is kind of good. These block something. I think we just attack with everything, to be honest, and try and like get a bolt. Block. I mean, it's still not that good, but it's better than nothing. They're blocking the percussionist, which is interesting. It does allow us to draw more cards. Yeah, I just block a 2/2 here. And they're taking 2. Okay. And then until my next turn. Double Mountain. I think we just play this and we just do the percussionist next turn. I mean, there are 4. We did get rid of those lightning bolts. We did. And that's good for them. So how does their blocks work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can block everything. And they would lose 1. Block. And they just basically just lose a bird. And we lose 1. Then we play this because Searing Blaze does make things better. But if they do a counterspell, okay, they didn't. The Searing Blaze still. I mean, we're just playing to the out of. They just have. They put all good cards on the bottom, but they put a lot of good cards on the bottom, so they could just be drawing like nothing. Why am I blocking like that in particular? That's a bit odd. I'll probably block the percussionist. Makes them go to 1 here. Because the epicures are lethal then. Play the land because then we can still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. They're in 1. I just find that interesting. Like, we have a lot of hastes, epicures. And they're not particularly close to ending the game for us. We don't really draw much of our deck either. Sadly, it might just be a clock win here. Unless they go double Mystic. I mean, they are drawing a lot here. They almost need to Lowering Revealed. Just to shuffle the those blue blasts back on top. We should be mindful of playing too much. Clean up. We'll just pass. I think we want to attack with anything. Kind of like need to do like a triple spell almost. Radiant Fountain's a good one. That is a good card. They'll have another back form half, so they're running 2. Maybe they started some out in the second game and didn't realize they needed to kind of keep like 1 to survive. 6 cards in hand. It's very likely they have their interaction now. Pass. probably start attacking with everything, to be honest. I think generally, if there was 10 minutes left in this game, they've won this game. Do you know what I mean? They probably still won this game, to be honest. I feel pretty confident them dealing 0 with them. So I might just finish this from here. Ghostly flickering, yeah, the Horizon relics. They definitely have permission here now, and then they have 5 birds, so 3-turn clock. Yeah. It's pretty dunzos here. But again, I mean, they would have counter spells now. They just can't tap out. They can't be silly and tap out. That's the problem. We'll see what they're discarding. If they're discarding counter spells, then we're in bad news bear shape. So we're gonna, this sounds crazy, but we're actually gonna play this mountain and just pass. They just can't do the stuff on top. They 100% have a counter spell. Oh, they're silly billies. They are silly billies. Target one of the birds, I guess. They never should have tapped out. They must run foil. I haven't seen any foils though. Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. Well, hey, alright, we're playing against Cornetto. We're on the play. This is... Ooh. This hand's like a bit average, but I think we keep it. I think we'll keep it. And we're going to go... we're actually going to play one Bushwhacker just to start getting some damage in. This obviously telegraphs that we already have another Bushwhacker in our hand. But that's okay. And they just went through their main phase 1. Alright, they're playing an island. What are we following up with here? Nothing else. Okay. Well, we're going to attack for 1. We'll play mountain. Attack for 1. You want to play synth when you have like three lands out. So, and normally on turn 4. Hopefully this just doesn't get spell pierced. And they just thought scour. Okay, well that's not too bad. So we just synth next turn. Hopefully not hit another mountain. We've hit plenty of mountains now. We've got staying power. That's always nice. But we need some action. Some action to actually win this game. And they're looking like... I mean, this was looking more like Terror than... yeah, they're playing Preordain. It's looking more like Terror than Fairies or anything. Because people are loving these islands, that's for sure. Top. Okay. We kind of have our pick of the litter right now. Let's go mountain, play synth. Hopefully just not hit another mountain. Give us like a creature, please. Oh, okay, we'll just bolt, that's fine. Well, they're on a virtual 10. And then we'll attack. Just tapping it down makes sense. So maybe they're... Well, it's hard to know. There might be something specific. They could be playing artifacts still. It's unlikely that they're playing 3 islands in a row though. And doing... Is this the mono blue control deck again? Oh, I cannot deal if this is the mono blue. Moonsnare prototyped. Alright, well they obviously use that just to tap that down, so that's like whatever. And we'll bolt that because I still want to get damage in. And our main form is we're going to play another synth and then like I want to crack these and then use a Bushwhacker. Yeah, they might just be lapsing that, to be honest. Looking like it. Draw a card, 2 cards and sacrifice permanent. Okay, that's fair enough. There we go. We're down a little bit there. All right. Let's play this other synth while they're not doing much else. Hopefully it's something. Okay. We'll play this. Let's just Gale Blast them. And I kind of want to just play this now because they don't have any other creatures in play. Get them for 4. We have another Lightning Bolt. This is good enough. And then we can play we can hopefully just hit more stuff off so we have enough reach. But they're on 8 now. Technically 5, and then yeah, hopefully we hit something off the synths. And just add to stuff anyway. Vidalcan Engineer. So 2 mana of any color, spends mana to cast artifact spells. All right, we're definitely bringing in. Oh, we're not running any much. Oh, we got smashes. We got 3 smashes. We'll bring those in, and the blasts. We got plenty of sideboarding, which is nice. It's just more. I think we're running into the issue that we had last time. Was like if we're playing more counter spells, or if we're playing more to the ground. I guess fadeaway is what we have to worry about again. This is crazy that we're playing this like the same deck. Okay, Preordain. They don't feel like they're a very artifact heavy deck. I mean, counterspell heavy deck. I haven't seen anything from them. I think Bushwhacker's our best draw. Oh, ask and thou shall receive. So we're really just paying 3 mana to get a 2/2 now. Oh, so close. We should probably just play this and bolt the 1/1 and then get in. Unless they have like Obdura or something like that. They do. Okay, that's fine. We'll get in with our 2 little bushy whacks. And then, yeah, on our turn, I think we're still going to... They got 2 cards left and they're on 6. So we're presenting lethal. Unless they play something really crazy. Oh, are they playing like Wok? Please, no. Okay. They might actually have an infinite combo. So this comes in... Is this infinite? All right, is infinite. Well, F6. I mean, we couldn't do anything about that. I mean, we could have bolted, actually. Sorry. They make infinite mana. But what's their... I have to let them do it, sadly. So I might even just F6 and let them go through the motions. Guess they would have just abjured it anyway. That's cool. Cool that there's a combo. They can only play artifact spells, though. So it looks like the deck kind of just uses like a Black Mage's Rod in the black version, but I don't know what they run in the blue version. I just asked what the its infinite damage is and it's Puzzle Knot. Alright, so it's Puzzle Knot, so I just can see. So they did have the combo there. They're drawing a lot of cards. So they're drawing their deck and then they can just flick through stuff. So don't use Graveyard. I want to get rid of this and the Festivities again. I want to get rid of Chain Lightnings. Just bring in Smashes and Blasts. I think a matchup's not terrible. And they obviously use... I don't hate using these. They're using their own Blast, which is a little bit annoying. I think we don't need these. I think we can kind of reserve to go fast. Percussionist, Synthesizers. I mean, we could probably cut the Synthesizers as well. We're doing that, though. How many artifacts do we have left? Not that much. And Gale Blast isn't as good. I think let's run this. Let's run this. I don't want to go too crazy over the top. Searing Blaze could be good, and it does hit the creature, but I think it's fine just doing it like this. Pretty cool combo, to be honest. But I can imagine they're using a lot of blue blasts, maybe potentially fadeaways. We're on the play again. Let's see how we go. Oh, it's close, but no cigar. Yeah, let's mull. It's very good if we had another mountain. This hand is good, and we have Hornberg, so we'll keep this. We'll bottom a Bolt, and then we go Furnace into Tomb Raider into Emissary Rally, and then keep up Pyroblast for some shenanigans. In for 2. Like the evidence stuff is pretty good, don't get me wrong. I definitely smell a blue blast here. They have to. They probably want to just to knock me off course. Yeah, there it is. Let's attack. And now it gets just a little bit harder. Maybe we're meant to cut the rally and just run more 1-drops, maybe? Alright, well now we have our Pyroblast up, so I'm kind of keen to hit anything that revolves around the combo piece or a draw effect to some regard. But we can play this other rally and just hopefully Goldfish. If they play with Dolkin, we're countering it. That's 100% what's happening. We're still going to play this, give up Pyro. Abjure. I think we actually countered the Abjure because this allows us to do a 2-turn clock. And we'll see. I don't think it will resolve. I think they have another counter spell, but still. Draw a card here. That comes into play. And the Vidalcan needs some, it's got summoning sickness. So yeah, there we go. That's what I thought, because we can get him for 6, get him for 6 again, and then the rest is Bob's your uncle, if you will. All right, we just run it back. I mean, the rallies did feel worse, but they were still very good there, especially with the Bushwhacker. They were just aggressive with the Red Blast there, which I think we needed to be. And we'll come into this game 3. Oh, another weird mulligan here. They're keeping 7. We have to mull, sadly. It's so close. Let me mull. We need to. This is like a. We're not going to 4. We'll keep this. We just get rid of this and this. We've got some interaction at least, and we're on the draw, so we can try and hit something. But you can't keep one landers. It's so tempting, but this deck, if you do not draw it, you run 18 more lands. You actually have such a low percentage of actually drawing it. So we'll start with the mounts and play a Clockwork. I mean, this is kind of fun anyway. We've got interaction for their combo, and they're not like a fast clock. Like if we draw another bolt, kind of happy just keeping 2 bolts up for the combo. And that's a good one. I have them. They would have gone that off the preordain. Right now, I'm kind of interested in just bolting this, see what happens, because we need to keep the pain train going, you know. All right, you can dispel that. That's fine. Let's just bolt that and get in. It feels off, but we're not going to win this game if we're not getting in. We had this problem last time with their last. Wow, they didn't crack a clue. That's interesting. Well, let's play this Percussionist. And we'll attack. I'm not going to play this Great Furnace. I'm going to play this Mountain. And we just pass. I just actually yielded there, but it's almost like better. We're not going to play more than 3 lands, so I'm happy to hold this anyway. We don't have anything in our hand to play, so let's see if we can draw something good. Bushwhacker, Synth. I'll take a Synth. I'm actually going to play the land first, because if they spell pierce me, and we got lands already out the wazoo, I'd rather this resolve, and at least we can get a 2/2 out of it next turn. Hey, that's pretty good. This might eat an Abjure here. Yeah, this is eating an Abjure. Fair enough. Or a Blue Blast. That's kind of better, so they're not drawing an extra card. Kind of bizarre they didn't target the Synth with that. I mean, they're drawing lots of cards. The hard evidence. All right, let's hopefully hit something off this Synth here. Hopefully something good. That's probably the worst thing we could have hit. Play land. We'll just attack, and then we'll play this Epicure. It's a shame we could play that, but I mean, we weren't going to anyway. Yep. Bushwhack is still our best draw. But nothing left in our hand now. Oh, they're going to Blue Blast this? They're going to Hydro Blast this. Well, they must have multiple Hydros in their hand, which is not good for us. They are playing Terror, so there must be a transformational sideboard, I guess. Interesting. They can be wrong, it seems good. I think we still... Do we offer 1 damage? No, now we don't. They have multiple Blue Blasts. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Suddenly, this game got a lot harder. Alright, they're really plugging up the ground now. Yes, let's the combo. I'm really glad we didn't bring in the Searing Blazes. The Smash to Smithereens is a god-awful draw. We just take this once. We get in with the last stuff in... I guess we're just dropping them to 1. 4 cards though, and they haven't done anything else. Makes you think they're doing something over there. Let's just pass. We use this Percussionist. When you get this Terror off the battlefield, we kind of just had a bit of a loss because we got 4 cards in hand. We have 1 card, and their board state's better. Let's block with the Percussionist and hopefully hit. Right, well, let's just try and Red Blast this Terror. Don't think this is going to work, but you gotta try, you know. Muddle the mixture, fair enough. Real medley over there. Alright, there's a Galv Blast. I think we kind of have to... I don't even want to do that. Let's just pass. We can try Galv Blast that Terror on a separate turn, or once that's off, we can hit with more creatures. I'm kind of... I don't really know what I'm expecting, to be honest. They top bottomed. Let's block with this. See what we hit off the monkey. That's a good hit. So let's try and Galv Blast this now. We'll pay the ward. This is what we want to see, and I took out those Recklesses. I wish this was a game 2, so 100% this is eating something though. 100 GP, Hydro Blast. Yep. All right, deck. Okay, let me play the synth. They should counter the synth. The synth is like the best thing we could do. Yeah. Yep. I think we're just blocking with the Samurai token, to be honest. Maybe I should attack with the Percussionist then. We have 3 cards in hand. They could literally... They've drawn a lot of lands. Okay. Hold on to the mountain, I think, and just pass. If they're topping here. I think we still want to try and draw some synths. These bolts haven't been fun. They just have lots more draws in their deck. So that's the kind of problem I think we're facing here. And they're fine with this kind of stalemate as well. And we'll see the smashes are not good here. Let's play the mountain and say go. And the thing is, it handles the combo at least, but... Okay, here we go. They're taking the Terror, which means they have permission, but we still have to do this. Pay the ward. They have 6 through that. Another muddle. Okay. I'm surprised they're not just using that. I'll take a rally. Are they countering this? I'm sorry to put you through. There's 2 mono blue decks in a row. I know they just have so much interaction. I play the land because now we can block the Percussionist. If we hit a Red Blast, we can play it if we want to. And if we draw like another one, at least we have ways to use that. Let's block again. We need to find some interaction here. Come on, monkey, give me something good. Another monkey, okay. 2 terrors, now that's a problem. Now that is a problem. Kind of wish they came in differently there, but that's fine. So we have to do the Galv Blast before damage, which does suck, but it is what it is. That's a problem. Pretty cooked here then, I would say. We can't really burn them out either. And destroy doesn't work because of so much mana. I think we have to smash that Surveillance Camelot, so just going to tap this down again. Yeah, they have to just sack it, and then it's fizzle, sadly. Alright, I really wasn't expecting the Terra sideboard here. Give me a Blue Blast. Well, that's good. Not good enough though. Alright, does this work? No, they have a counterspell. There we go. That's a concession there. Guess we've got to Gal Blast the crab first, but is what it is. Let's play our very last round, I'd say. We weren't going to win that one. Alright, we're on the play again, which is good. Let's look at these pearly whites, eh? Oh, so close. So close. I think we kind of can keep this hand because we got so many 1-drops. I know this sounds crazy because we haven't kept some of the other 1-drops, but I think the fact that we can just go Great Furnace into Tomb Raider, into Percussionist, into Epicures is just good. Good, clean living. That's cracked. Attacks with 2 every turn? What the hell, man? Alright. And if we draw a mountain, it's cracked. Oh. I'm going to bolt that. That's what you do. You always bolt the elf. Always. Alright. Things aren't working out for us. That's fine. Totally fine. We got the one of End of Passivities actually, which is really good against elves. Alright, let's go Forest and play Priest. Priest is pretty good against us. Can we draw a mountain? Come on. Mountain or a bolt, please. Oh, that's a good one. We'll let them do their business. I think what we'll do is we just play like, we'll attack for 2. We'll play an Epicure. The one of End of Passivities, I'll trade that for not drawing another mountain, to be honest. So that's fine. And then we'll play an Epicure. Because at least we could try and do a blood token thing if we need to. Pass. Hopefully they just play a bunch of elves and then we just End of Passivities. And then continue on our merry way. That's what I want. What I want in my life. Alright, so far so good. And they're tapping for 2 here. Okay, it's for leaders 4. It's not an Avenging Hunter. It'd be a Nick Spawn Hydra, which is very good. It is. Okay. That makes things a lot harder. Bushwhackers. Look, we're going to just do this blood token. We're going to get rid of one of the percussionists. I don't mind the Rend Resolve. I think we're going to have to go a little bit wider. This is why I don't do it. Oh. If that's what their hand is, this tells me that they don't have any more 1-drops. We can deal with a that's fine. Lead the Stampede and play some Well Wishes. That's what I want. So 3. Alright. That's a bit of a problem child. We play some Querying Rangers. Is this another Hydra? Ooh. It is. Okay. Not good. We need a bolt. I mean, they haven't got Well Wisher, to be honest. We could probably actually get through this. We don't have another artifact. I could cast an End of Festivities to just get rid of these two. And then they're kind of forced to attack with both. Yeah, because otherwise they can just save stuff. Let's end here. Just one to them at least. I probably gets attacked with the Tomb Raider first. Probably should have done that. Try to do the thing, eh? It's just so tempting. Oh yeah, that's oh. All right, let's see it out. That's very good. We'll just see it out. If we draw a mountain, I think we're okay. At least sideboard wise, we're bringing in Searing Blazes, and the other End of Festivities, I guess. And we just keep all the Chain Lightnings in. We just want a way to get rid of the Well Wishes and what have you. They're on 12, so I'm not worried unless they're playing something really crazy like, let's play a Percussion so we can block that at least and try and get like another mountain or something. And here's another artifact. I think we're on 17, they got one card left. Funnily enough, we can turn this around. We can actually turn this around. They just be cracking in for like 6 though. We need to act fairly soon. It's pretty good for them. Yeah, so we just bring the Searing Blazes and the End of Festivities. Probably just cut their Rens Resolves, I think. So I could block with the Percussions to try and get a land. I need to draw Furnace then. I think we take this, sadly. Got one card left. Like with Bolts, we can kind of control what we're doing. The Masked Vandal was a good draw though. Yeah, give me something good. Mountain's good. We can take another hit. Although... I think we do Rens Resolve. Let's go Rens Resolve. Okay, those are good. This is like a blocker and a bolt, and then we can respond to the Timber Watch, I guess, if we need to. Another mountain would be good though. A Great Furnace would change everything. Winding Way. Okay, just targeting the Percussionist. Yeah, okay. We lose that artifact now, so we can't even get rid of that creature. That gets in, yeah. I think we're just kind of cooked. Even if we draw like a land, we got like what, this, play an Epicure. Oh, it's exiled, so we don't even get what we want off it. Yeah, it's pretty cooked now. We'll just go to sideboard. Sadly, that card is only a shock right now. The Masked Vandal is a good card. Let's bring in End of Festivities. Let's bring in Searing Blazes. And I want to keep in all the burn spells. I don't mind just taking out some Rens Resolves, I think. Keeping one. The Synthesize is good. And just run it how it is now. I think just bolting all the key creatures, Well Wishes, this parts. I guess it wasn't correct doing the Lana rolls, but we didn't have enough lands anyway. Alright, so let's give this a crack. Oh, this is way better. So we will start with the Percussionist first. This is so much better, guys. Oh my god. And we have the little Chain Lightning for their do something cards. Hopefully they're multi 5. This Chain Lightning's got to be cooked. They normally run like a low level of Forest in Elves. Anyway, let's play this Clockwork Percussionist. Wants to play. Get him for the onesies, but this is like exactly what we want hand-wise. On the play, they've multi 5. We have our two basic lands that can't be master vandaled. We're having a laugh here. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. All right, we're not going to bolt the fingernails because we just have the chain lightning. If they play any kind of payoff next turn, we'll get rid of that. And I wouldn't mind just like adding to the board right now. So we could honestly just add rally and then attack with both, and then do bushwhacker to bushwhacker. Or like next turn we can play Tomb Raider, Chain Lightning, whatever they play. It's more if they're just playing a Well Wisher. Everything has Summoning Sickness as well, so they're blocking that. That's kind of huge. And they're multi-farm as well. Interesting. Because it hits that. Okay. Well, that's kind of good because it hits our artifacts. We're going to have to Chain Lightning that, I think, to get it off. Is a good defense, don't get me wrong. For another burn spell. Let's just Chain Lightning that. We need to keep the Pain Train going. So we'll play this Tomb Raider. This is... We don't have an artifact, so it doesn't come in with haste. Very sad. And then we'll attack for 1. Then hopefully, I mean, we've got 3 cards left. That Master Vandal has to go. That's the thing though, you know? Oh, they got the life gain going. Can't collect the evidence though. But a 2-mana 1/3 is a brick wall for us. Alright, let's just play out the clowns. We'll play the Goblin Tomb Raider as well. This means they obviously don't have a Well Wisher or something, so... And now we can attack the 2 Tomb Raiders because we've got their artifact. Like, not a terrible draw if you ask me. Not a terrible draw. Take 2, and then yeah, we'll just power out these bushwhackers one after the other, and hopefully that's enough. Unless they play Well Wisher, then we're cooked. Good card. A little bit restricted on lands. I feel like they have the 3 mana tap to make artifacts kind of dealio. And the festivities, we'll just cook with that. I think we still kick this and get in with everything. We just lose 1 creature, which is like fine. The fact that we can just do this twice and we're just losing the 1 creature, I'm fine with. They might have been blocked with the Elvish Mystic pending. Yep. They're blocking that and they're taking 8. Okay. And then next turn we just do it again. And that should be lethal. It doesn't particularly end well even if they play... Alright, they're running the Segu Wildling. So definitely running like a lower forest count, I guess. Alright, now they can... No, they can't collect still. So the thing is... I mean, they have to block 1. Synthesize that. We'll still kick this. Because the end festivities does 1 to each opponent as well. So we'll play this. Get in with everything. They have to block at least 1 Raider. They'll have to block both Raiders, and then they take 4 go to 1, and then the end festivities finishes the job. I'm fine with this. This is good for us. See what only drawing 2 lands and then drawing all the other spells does to a deck? Very good. Yeah, there wasn't a way that we were really going to get out of that. So now the issue is that we're on the draw. It gets a little bit harder. I think we still keep everything how it is. It's just now these burn spells come a bit more reactive. We could cut the Percussionist, I guess, but I think they're just too good in the grand scheme of using Gale Blast and whatnot. It's so close, but we've learnt our lesson, you know. We will mull this. I think we keep this. Get rid of a Great Furnace. It's a little bit slower, but we can use the synth at least a little bit. We're not playing this Bushwhacker. There's the Finhorn Elves. I wish we did have a little bit of interaction here. Alright, Mountain is not what we want. Sorry, Bushwhacker. We're not going to 5 here. We also risked not having 2 lands in our 5. So I'm kind of fine with just... Alright, Querying Rangers. They've 1 billion mana next turn. Tomb Raider. I think we still play, use that mana the most and play this Humbug. And just get him for 2. I think as long as they can have all the mana in the world, I guess the problem is if they play like Segu Wildlings, just off the top, 3 cards. The best experience for us is probably if they just drop everything and then we try and just hit a something off this experiment since as like a festivities. So you get a Masked Vandal, a Forest, Croon Ranger, Fyndhorn Elves. So they can play, yeah, they can play that. So they have so much mana right now. I assume they're gonna probably tap Priest now. 5. I mean, it's probably playing the rest of their hand. I think it's Segu, 10 mana. Is this just a giant Hydra? It's genuinely going to be unbeatable. It looks like that's what it is because they're just clicking. Oh no, it's an Ent. Kind of almost worse because of the life gain, but that's okay. Let's see what we hit, eh? You can't beat an Ent. It is what it is there. We need to hit an end of festivities, I think, just to take everything off the board, and then we have to somehow get through this end. So ideally, we just play this synthesizer and we just hit one off the top. We need 2 in our deck as well. Let's play the synth. Right there. Give me an end of festivities. Okay, well, we will still play our creatures out. And then we'll crack it and try and get end of festivities, because that's kind of like how we're just going to win this game now. They don't really have like payoffs per se. Yes, they have this, but they don't have like the one that taps in the pumps. Do you know what I mean? But they are on 21. Kind of just attacking with that giant Ent every turn. So you can see what I mean? Like it's like what they have is still kind of not too bad. Take 5. 1 card left. I'm wondering if that's the Forest. See what I mean if we just draw an end of festivities. Alright, let's crack this. Alright, we get a 2/2. Let's target the we can untap that, which is I guess an issue. They already have so much mana anyway. I think we target the Masked Vandal. Croon Ranger does mana as well. So at least then we're not trading with everything. I think we just target the Masked Vandal. And then again, hopefully we just draw into something good. I think we still pass. Again, I'm gonna block with the Percussionist because I think we still win this game through an end of festivities. We've got plenty of other creatures to go. They just have so much fodder to block stuff with. All right, they cycle that through and then get rid of our Great Fern. Oh, well, that's a problem. That is the problem. One with the Ent. And what's this? That is also another problem. So we kind of need to bolt this turn and then end the festivities after that. It's a shame that we can't use this Goblin Tomb Raider. Guess we're holding on to that Masked Vandal. Alright. That's good for us. We will still cast it now. And we'll see if they want to untap the Ent. I have a feeling they'd probably want to. They didn't. Okay. Play land. Play this. Let's kick this. This has vigilance, so I kind of just want to swing with everything, to be honest. If they double block the Samurai, then that's on them. This is what we have, opponent. Is it enough? Oh, actually, sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, if they draw an elf, we're cooked. Oh, no, sorry, I got the Vigilancer. No. I planned this maths day. It's been a long day, all right? It's been a long day for me. So we can just block the Ent with the Samurai token if they want to attack with everything. Told you in the festivities was our only out, but we still need to kind of draw something. Like Galvanic Blast isn't good, Searing Blaze isn't good. You know, if they block, they'll go like block, 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 and they'll take 3, go to 2. So Galvanic Blast is actually good. Didn't play anything specific though. I think we just attack with everything. Sometimes the Elves deck runs some crazy stuff. We attack with everything. Then they go block, 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 take 3. I think we kind of just have to go for it and then just try and Chain Lightning, I guess, and just pray. We can't do any other shenanigans here. Just like swing out and hope it's for the best. They do run, I think the thing that gains life is 4 mana though, that I've seen in sideboards. We on? Oh yeah, just buffing like that to, yep, get rid of that. That's fine. All right, the moment of truth. Catch this. Is it enough? Is it enough? Yes. Oh, they still have the redirect on the stack. Let's go get the 4/1. All right, let's talk about this for a second. All right, so a quick wrap up here. So, I mean, this was the deck in a nutshell. It's just Rally Red. I really liked the Razes, funnily enough. I don't know if they're like kind of good enough. It's nice to have that option. I feel like this deck can kind of fold to, you know, I guess familiars and stuff like that, where they're playing like the bounce lands or core gates and stuff like that because of the life gain. So I kind of like the Raze tech. It's pretty nice. Sideboarding, I wasn't as much of a fan of the Smash to Smithereens. I kind of like Cast into the Fire. And then just because we're running maybe like 3 of those, I think the Festivities is still correct. And I mean, the spicy one of in the main deck was really nice. Don't get me wrong. So I think I would probably cut the Smashes, put in Cast into the Fire, just as extra ways to kind of handle those bigger decks. Cast the Fire as well feels better against like core gates. Of ways to just handle those dinky blockers, because sometimes decks go wider, and also Casting the Fire I feel like has that dual where you can like hit the specific lands that we need to deal with artifacts, but also keep the train going with getting rid of blockers. Like you can smash Refurbished Familiar, but you can also like deal 1 to Refurbished Familiar and like 1 to another one or something like that, because it's just like it feels ferocious blocking a Refurbished Familiar. I honestly wouldn't change anything out of the sideboard. I think probably just maybe I want to run 1 more land in this deck. I feel at 18, I mulliganed way too much in this league, and it cost me some games, I feel. And I did keep at the end there, but I probably shouldn't have done that either. It's just like so unlikely. If you've drawn 7 and you have 1 mountain, the chances of drawing another one is not actually that high. So I would probably cut 1 card. It could probably just be honestly the end of festivities. You could even just cut like 1 Renge Resolve and just run extra mountain. But besides that, I'm very happy with how this deck is. It's just a good deck. You could take it to a competitive tournament and do well. You probably need to run hot a little bit and get those good curves. But yeah, I think it was very good. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.